Hello and good morning to 8 Step to Growth. And today, the 4th step, where together with David Linkletter from Rethink, we are looking every week into 8 easy steps that entrepreneur can do, as usual, early in the year to keep on growing, reinforcing their business and increasing the value of their business. And today, with David, we're going to talk about the right people in your organization. So before I jump into that, we're all culprit. We see our business grow and evolve, but are we really watching what is going around us? And the key for one's growth is often hiring, sometimes firing, or relying on the proper people. So David, my question to you, the right people in the right job for any stage of one person's business and one person's growth pattern. Sounds simple, right? But how can it be achieved?
Yes, thank you, Jan. Well, for example, investors put a great deal of stock in knowing that the management team are well qualified, experienced, and capable of scalable business growth. So core competencies are an imperative attribute for management teams adding corporate value. And there's a couple of ways in which this can be achieved. Recruiting the right people with the right skills, the right qualifications, and the right personality. So good recruiters know that core competencies have to be matched with the right attributes, the right core personalities as well. The second part would be that your organization may not have the need nor the budget to hire a full-time employee. And that's where interim management comes in. A C-suite interim who has decades of experience, can add a tremendous amount of value very quickly for a fraction of the cost of, say, a junior full-time employee.
So that's an important topic. If you do not mind, I would like to look into it. The recruitment can be both internal and outsourced. So when should you hire internally and when should you consider outsourcing a function?
Well, it's certainly possible to outsource most activities within a business, and it has a number of distinct advantages. It adds, for example, an increased layer of security, which is no bad thing. The task will be performed by an expert, so compliance is assured, and you've got less chance of profit leakage. And thirdly, with a good provider, you'll have access to a deeper level of expertise that you won't have within the organization.
We often talk about outsourcing for, I would say, non-core function. Typically, compliance would come to mind, accountancy would come to mind, some filing would come to mind. What about key positions? Because this is often something that people would not think of straight away. But can I hire a key position, say, on an interim basis as opposed to a full-time basis?
Yeah, well, we've already mentioned that key roles can be fulfilled by a part-time interim, and they're usually far more experienced and add far more value than, say, a full-time employee at a fraction of the cost.
Yep.
But now we're into a legislative period within the region where we've got increased compliance with VAT, economic substance, beneficial ownership for example. It is possible to employ a permanent part-time non-exec director, a NED as they're sometimes known, to add additional synergies to your business. So they add gravitas and experience to the board meetings and minutes, additional substance, which is permitted by economic substance regulations, and it assures a quorum and good corporate governance.
And corporate governance is certainly on the top of the agenda for many businesses that want to grow the right way, raise finance, import some new stakeholders. So all this very topical for any entrepreneur that wants to solidify his business, create value, and grow the right way. David, thank you very much for your input. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.